Hello and welcome to my sketchbook tour, which I have decided to talk in against my better judgment. So, let's get started, I guess. So this is my first mixed media sketchbook ever. I started on April 27th of this year and I ended almost exactly 3 months later. So I thought that was very cool. This is the first spread, and honestly it's my favorite spread out of the entire sketchbook. This also is very fun and interactive, and welcome to my sketchbook. These were two collages I made, but this one I like a lot more, and I like how cohesive of a color scheme it has. These were a bunch of sketches of like a character I was doing, but I don't like them. These were drawings I did of me and my friends. This was a watercolor painting that I did, and this was the same reference photo, except I did it in colored pencil. This was me trying over and over to get the proportions of Beth Harmon right. This was the image I traced off of my phone, and then I proceeded to try to make guidelines for it all. This is my final image, and I did watercolor, and it's just ballpoint pen. These are self-portraits I did of myself, and this is the first spread that I ever did in the sketchbook. These are some foxes and ballpoint pen drawings. This is a gross spread. Ugh. This was more collages. This was me drawing a dream that I had. This is me following a bunch of create a character prompts on Pinterest, and this is me again drawing myself because I am a narcissist. This is Beth Harmon, again from Queen's Gambit. This was a drawing, and I was like, oh, I'll do a pencil drawing, but I won't blend the shading, so I thought it turned out pretty good. These were some crayon drawings I did of me. That's also my mom. Pretty cool. This was a collage that I did, where I thought it worked out so perfectly. Like, these children are climbing on this woman who was just trying to live her life. Thought that was pretty funny. I don't know. And this is another one of the characters that I was trying to create. This was me drawing my friend, and it was kind of like, oh, maybe I'll try some, explaining different art styles. This is me practicing anatomy, kind of. This is me drawing things and just adding words around them because I thought it was something sketchbooky to do, but I don't like writing in my sketchbook, so these are kind of dead. These were a bunch of pencil sketches that I did. This was messy. I don't really like it, but these are fine. These are more pencil sketches and a drawing where I didn't have a good color for her dress, so I just left it white. These were some thumbnail drawings I was doing for making a cover for a comic I was thinking of, and this was a page that I used for stop motion that I never finished. These are some monochromatic drawings, and this is more self-portraits. Fun. This was something that I saw in my dream, and I thought it was scary, so I drew it, and I like how it turned out. These were more pencil sketches. This is more of the same character. This was me drawing myself and some other people. This was a messy page. This was the start of a math project that I never finished. This was another character sketch, but I never used this character for anything, and more of Beth Harmon because Queen's Gambit is good. This was my first drawing I ever did with this 12-pack of colored pencils that I got, and I made a video on this page. Actually, this page and this page. I really like this drawing specifically. This is a drawing of Sophie Foster from Keeper of the Lost Cities. This is Luz and Amity from the Owl House, and I don't know, I just felt like drawing some fan art. These are more Keeper of the Lost Cities characters, and another character of my own that I never used. This is me testing out colored pencils and markers together, and I thought it turned out well. This is another one of those colored pencils and markers together, And this is Beth Harmon, and I think it's the best colored pencil drawing that I've ever done in my life. It's very good. I don't like this page, it's very unfinished. And this was a bunch of pen sketches I did of just practicing like poses. More pen sketches, and then just a pink page. It's quite nice. This was me probably at like 2 a.m. or something, because I don't know what's happening. And this was a school project. There's a poem written on the trunk of the tree. This was some sketches that I did with a purple pen. These were some more sketches of that character. And this is like Alice in Wonderland, but I don't know where I went wrong, and it got really scribbly. More pencil sketches of that character. Her name is Lilith. Fun fact. This was a drawing that I did where I just did the line art with the highlighter without like any sketch. I thought it turned out fine. It's very messy, but this was my first time trying alcohol markers because they were on sale at Michael's, so I decided to buy some. And these are some Keeper of the Lost Cities characters. Very good book series. I highly recommend. This was the first drawing ever I did with my alcohol markers, and this is me just testing it out. These are some pen sketches because there was quite a heavy bleed through. Here's Lilith, that's Audra, she's appeared earlier. And these are some of the other characters that would have been in their story. This is, I don't know, just a random character, I think. I don't know what's happening here. And that's just a pen sketch. And a cursed sketch with a highlighter, apparently. These were a bunch of brush marker sketches that I did, with just like Tombow pen knockoffs. And this is another alcohol marker portrait that I did, and I really like it. These were some thumbnail sketches for what's on this page. And this is a collage that I did. The theme was like fancy, elegant. I also cut it, so it made a fun edge. And this is Keith and Sophie from Keeper of the Lost Cities. This is Morella from Keeper of the Lost Cities and some sketches. These were drawings that I decided to never finish, also from Keeper of the Lost Cities. This is Sophie Foster. It's an oil pastel drawing. This was me also creating some more characters. This is a drawing of my sister, very stylized. These were just some pencil sketches that I did. I really like this one. It's hard to see. And then I was drawing my hand. This was a drawing that I really liked, but I did not know how to turn it into a real thing without there being very heavy bleeding, and there's already bleeding on this page, so I just decided not to finish it. More pencil sketches. This is Sleeping Beauty, but I decided to make her like goth. And this is more sketches of Audra. This was a sketch that I converted into a digital art piece, and this is from another story that I wrote with my friend. This is Beth, and this is Audra and Lilith, more characters from my stories. These are just two random people that I decided to draw. I think this was supposed to be someone originally, but it turned out so far from the reference image that I just like stopped. This page, which I really like because I drew like the vintage face, but then I added all this rainbow hair. I thought it looks pretty cool. This coffee cup filled with all these melted faces. This is a drawing that I did with pencil. I thought it turned out really well. And this is Amity Blight from the Owl House post hair dye. And I think this is the last spread of my sketchbook. And I really like how it turned out with the saturated colors. The end. Thank you so much for watching my sketchbook tour, and I will probably take the audio out of this. Goodbye.